Okay, this next problem is an interesting problem that really helps you understand what I mean on a graphing calculator when I say what is the best picture. So the function is y equals 2x squared minus 5. And our directions ask us to do two things. They first asked us to graph this in a standard window, and then they want us to graph it with a new window setting. Okay? Now part B we haven't done yet, so I'm not expecting you to understand part B yet. But part A we've done. Alright? So I'm going to go to my calculator. I'm going to turn it on. Alright? I'm going to make sure that I have a standard window by hitting Zoom 6, and that guarantees me that I have a standard window when it shows me from negative 10 to 10 and negative 10 to 10. And now I hit y equals, and I'm going to type in my function. So 2, hit the x key. To square something, I like to do caret and then a 2. So I have 2x caret 2, and then minus is the gray one. It's from one term to another, so it's that minus, and minus 5. So I have entered 2x squared minus 5. I hit graph. We were expecting it to be a parabola. We were expecting it to open up. Okay, the squared made it a parabola. The 2 in front was positive, so the number in front of the x squared positive means the graph is going to open up. Now let me explain to you why this parabola is a good picture. Okay? Look at my pen. The reason in math this is considered a good graph is it shows the intercepts. And what I mean by that is I can see where the graph touches the x-axis. Those are called the x-intercepts. And I can see where the graph touches the y-axis. Okay? So this is considered a fairly good graph, because not only can I see the shape and the direction, but I can see the intercepts, where it's crossing x and where it's crossing y. So I'm guessing choice A is going to be my winner. This is probably going to be that's probably going to be my winner. But let's see what they want us to do in part B, okay? Now, in part B, they want us to change the window. Now, the normal standard window, happens by hitting Zoom 6. If I want to change a window, here's what they want me to do. They want me to go to the button that says Window. I'll push Window. Now, the current settings, x min is negative 10, x max is positive 10, and x scale is 1. X scale means each tick mark counts 1 point. They want me to change the x values from negative 4 to positive 4, and they want me to change the y values from negative 4 to positive 4, and they don't want me to mess with the scale. So whenever you see this kind of notation, they're telling you to change the x values, the x minimum and the x maximum. Then they're telling you to change the y minimum and the y maximum. So let's come over here. They want me to put in, watch what I'm going to do, the opposite of 4. I'm going to hit my down arrow key. My x max will be a positive 4, so I type a 4. I hit my down arrow key. I leave my x scale alone. My y min is the opposite of 4, because they told me to make it that. I use my down arrow key. My y max is a positive 4, and I don't change my y scale. And the x resolution simply has to do with how fast a graph graphs for you. We don't need to mess with that. So what we have just done is we have altered our standard window. We've put it to the window they wanted us to make it, and we do that by going to the Window button, pushing it, and making the changes they tell us. X min, X max, Y min, Y max. Now let's hit graph. Uh-oh. Now, this graph is not the winner, and here's the reason. Now, my x-intercepts are pretty good. In fact, I can see those clearer than I did before. But look what's missing. I cannot see where this graph crosses the y-axis. You with me? So for that reason, this graph is the loser. So the first graph we had was the winner because we could see all the intercepts, every place where it touched the x and the y-axis. This graph, the x values, the x-intercepts are actually much easier to see, but then it leaves out the y, so that's not helpful. So, nope. So our answer to this question is choice A. The standard window is better for this picture because the standard window gave us our x-intercepts and our y-intercepts very clearly in the picture. And from now on, when someone says pick the best picture, what they're talking about is I want to see the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts on the screen at the same time. And we're done.